I made a massive mistake with my website, which meant I lost absolutely everything. Just gone. So today I am going to save you my pain. I am going to show you how to go from no website, no access like this, to a fully functioning website like this, and we are going to fully set this up and run it in under 10 minutes. Let's go. Before we get to that kind of magic and being able to restore your website that quickly, we do have to be prepared. And the first thing we need to do in order to be prepared is we need to install a plugin. So I'm going to come across here to plugins and to add new plugin. The plugin we're going to be using today is Duplicator. Now there is a free version of Duplicator which you can use by coming up here and searching for plugins. However, today we need the disaster recovery feature, and in order to have that we need Duplicator Pro. So if you head across to Duplicator Pro, you can see what is available. It starts from just $49.50 a year, which is literally 50% off. If you use the links down in the top pinned comment and in the description, you get the disaster recovery feature and you get scheduled backups. So you're never going to forget how to back up, you're never going to forget to do a backup, and your disaster recovery is going to be available. It is a very small price to pay for not losing your entire website. So this is what we're going to do. We are in our plugins, and I'm going to go here to upload plugin, and I'm going to click on choose file and select my Duplicator Pro file. So this is what you're going to get if you have purchased Duplicator. You are going to be able to have downloaded this zip file. Don't unzip it, anything crazy like that. Just select it and open. You can also drag and drop it into that section of the screen should you wish. We're then going to click on install now. Hang around for just a second, and when that is complete, you're going to have the option to activate the plugin, which is exactly what we're going to do. And there we have it, activate the plugin. From here, you're going to end up at the Duplicator backups page, and you can see we don't have any backups right now. So the logical thing to do, of course, is to add a new one, create a backup. So let's click here on add new. Now Duplicator Pro does give you the option to set backups, so you can do it daily, monthly, so that it happens automatically. If you want to know how to do that, I will link to a video at the end of this. You want to click through, watch that. It just saves you an awful lot of time. So going back to the backup here, we don't really need to worry about much of this at all. It's giving you options of how to amend and customize your particular backup, but honestly, you can just go ahead and hit next. It will create a backup of your entire website. So currently scanning the site, just making sure that there are no issues. There we go, absolutely perfect. Everything is good, and I can just click on create backup. Creating a backup will take a couple of minutes, and it does depend on obviously how large your site is and how many things you are backing up. So I'll be back in a second. For you, it'll just be like that. There we go. Duplicator Pro has created a backup with just a couple of clicks. Now from this particular backup, if something was to go wrong, we can just click on restore, and it will restore to this exact point at this exact date and time. However, what we're talking about today is a complete disaster, which is half of my life. But anyway, this is where you've lost access. You can't get on the front end, you can't get on the back end. Your website is, for all intents and purposes, gone, ruined, wrecked. What do we do? Well, what we can do is we can take this backup, or any backup if I'm being honest, and we can click here. This is the disaster recovery option, and it says here this backup is available for disaster recovery. So let's just click on that, and this is going to allow you to set a disaster recovery point. This is something that I really highly recommend you do, just in general, and also before you do anything big. If you're transitioning your website, if you're migrating it, please set yourself a disaster recovery point. It's really important, and it could save you a massive headache. I mean, why do you think I've got no hair? I wasn't setting disaster recovery points. So let's do it. Let's click the button, Set Disaster Recovery. Now from here, it tells you that you have a disaster recovery backup set. You can do a couple of things. So we can copy the link. So let's just copy that. That is now on my clipboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my notes, and I'm just going to paste that into there. Now, this is obviously a really long URL, but we just want to keep hold of that. Save it, put it somewhere safe, put it in a Google Doc, keep hold of it. I'll show you how to use it in just a second. The other thing we can do is we can download the launcher, which is probably the easier way of doing this, but we can just download launcher. Let's do that as well. And we have a launcher now in my downloads. So let's have a quick look at that. And there you have it. So this is a recovery launcher, basically. So let's go to our issue. Let's essentially go from, oh no, what has happened? Where is my website? First option, you've got no access to your front end, to your back end. Your website is completely down. You are just going to open this here. This is the launcher. Just double click on it. Tells you when your recovery launcher was created, opens the Duplicator Pro backup. All you need to do is to click that you have accepted the terms and notices and click on Restore Backup. It's going to drop up a second screen to just confirm the installation. We're completely fine with that. Press OK. And that's it. Let it do its thing. We're going to give it a couple of minutes, come back, show you exactly what it's done. So that took an incredibly short period of time, and all we need to do is we just need to click on admin login here. This is going to delete installer files, which is actually important. Means you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is click this button right here. Then from here, you just want to quite simply log in. And as if by magic, we are back. Here we go into Duplicator. The site has been successfully restored. We are happy. The installation cleanup ran, and we have the website back up and running. Everything is exactly as expected. Now, if you want to do that with the link that we copied, just copy and paste the link into your search bar. Copy it in, press enter, and you will have exactly the same process. It really is that simple, and this is disaster recovery. You don't have to worry about losing all of your stuff, and you can restore it in, what did that take? 2 minutes? Now, one of the things I mentioned earlier is you want to make sure, obviously, you are doing regular backups. One of the best things you can do is just set it up so that the backups happen automatically. So in order to do that, you want to click this video right here.